Right, so just fucking hit the ring mirror on the way in through the local village. It's always good start. So we're here at this land here. Came out here with the cockling the other night, and yeah, it's been drilled. So now I've just got to roll it in. Had this bearing here go the other night when I was out rolling quite late, and I got back to the yard. Well, it was when I was coming in the road. I thought, oh, that looks a bit different to normal. Got out and yeah, the bearing had gone, so we had to get the new bearing on that. But so I picked up from the local mechanic earlier, so now that's back up and running, and yeah, I'm rolling for the afternoon. Got this, and then there's steep ground to roll. That was with the cockling that I was in the other day, so yeah, I got to do that. So that's what I'm doing this afternoon. My brother is out with the KV in that 35-acre field. Bob is on ploughing, is on planting, and Jim's de-stoning like normal. So bit going on today. We've been in the yard this morning, grading spuds that we bought in from Holland. We bought them in a bulk lorry, and they're pretty good. Some of them a bit scruffy, we got a bit of waste, but not too bad. Hopefully we'll be able to do something with them. Shut that there so I can get all the food. Greased it up, so hopefully we don't have a bearing go again, because that's normally why they go, is because they haven't been greased up. And we're off. There's a few spots of rain there on the windscreen, but hopefully it's nothing too bad. I think there's a chance of rain on Monday morning, I think. So need to get all the corn rolled in, and we want to get that 35-acre field. We want that to be planted by then. So that's the weekend's sort of objective for the planting crew. Finished that first field. Now it's on to the 30 acres. So we're just chugging on down the main road, going flat, going about 28 miles an hour. Probably a bit too fast for these rollers. They do tend to bounce around a little bit, but I'm sure it will handle it. Tractor has just hit 2,100 hours, so she's slowly getting older, slowly getting worked in, but still quite young. Probably gonna have this tractor for a little while, but yeah, we're slowly knocking the hours up, especially at the minute doing groundwork, and then we will again in the summer when we're harvesting. But apart from that, in the winter, the tractors don't really get a lot of use, apart from doing the odd cow job, but they're mainly in the tractor shed. So yeah, we don't really put that many hours on in a year. So I'm now in the steep field. We're just probably in the worst of it now, going across the side. I've done 2 fields, got one and the little one left to go, so not too much, shouldn't take us too long. The rollers are sliding a little bit here on the hill, but they're not digging in too badly. It's doing an alright job. And well, the drill was only just finished, so it was lucky that I came when I did, otherwise I would have probably caught up with him. Like if I hadn't have done that other field first, then yeah, I probably would have been caught up behind him or potentially been held up, but he's finished now, so it's all worked out quite well. Perfect timing really. Righty-ho, so it's Saturday everybody, 4th of April, 20 past 1, sun's out. We're out with the flat lift again. I'm here flat lifting just in front of my brother who's here with the plough. So we've got 2 of us in here, working together, pretty close, looking smart. So this ground here is stubble and obviously it's baked out a bit, so it's gone proper hard. So I'm here at the flat lift just to rip it up, give it a good rip up before it ploughs it, otherwise we're going to give the plough a hard time. And doing this is good for the spuds because it gets a nice bit of soil up, and well, want to do a good job at it. No point in skipping something out if it's going to help the spuds, so that's why we're doing this. This morning we've been back at the yard packing spuds. Did a fair few tons of jackets, so everyone, for our Bristol customer, so yeah, everyone in Bristol will be getting their jacket potatoes, keeping them happy, feeding the nation. So yeah, this is what I'm doing this afternoon, flat lifting this field. And then yesterday I was on running seed for most of the day because they were finishing up a block of land, so I was moving trailers about for Bob, moving the telehandler for him, and then was taking seed to where they are today, that 35-acre field. So Jim was going to bed up 10 acres and then start de-stoning, and I reckon Bob's probably heading out there late, well yeah, in a couple hours probably. But I haven't heard anything from Jim, so I think it's going pretty well. So yeah, now we're out here cracking on with this bit of land, getting this ready for the start of next week. Sure, Cooper will be out here cultivating it early next week, and then we'll be on planting it. So as we thought, the digging crew was sort of quite far behind us, a lot that work in the ground, but they've actually because we've been back at the yard packing and stuff, so they've managed to catch up now. So time for us to push on a bit more, get a little bit more worked over, broken up, and yeah, time to plant a few more acres. So a bit of a cock up really. Don't know if you'll be able to see it, but in there you can hear it. This up here, it's a split. You see these tyres here? We've got Firestone tyres on my New Holland, and they are terrible. We've had so much trouble with them, especially back in the summer. And yeah, it looks like that split's opened up. So my flat lifting this afternoon's been cut early, so cut short. So got someone coming out to mend it now, but it's a bit of a drive, so I'm probably got to wait half an hour, and Ben will be able to finish ploughing, but obviously it would plough over better if I was there doing this in front, so bit of a shame. Sure it's going to be flat in a minute, but yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit once this is fixed. The sun's starting to set now, it's 7:30, and so yeah, we got back up and running from the puncher, soon got that sorted out, went in and ripped the headlands that my brother was ploughing, same field, and then finished that, moved the KV ripper out of the one I'm in now, and my brother has dropped the plough off tonight. He's come out here early in the morning, so I'm sitting out here for a couple hours just to get ahead, so that we're not like we were this morning, like, well, we weren't really holding each other up, but there's no point in us being right there when there's nothing much else to do tonight, so may as well stay out here for a bit, get a bit more worked over, and then he can come out here when he wants in the morning, and I can start when I like. So yeah, it just gives me a bit of an advantage really for in the morning. So apart from the puncher, pain in the ass, just because it fucking slowed everything down. Apart from that, it's been quite a productive day. We weren't actually planning on getting me to do this field, but because when I got the punch, my brother carried on and got past the bit that I got to, and it slowed him right down. It wasn't ploughing over anywhere near as nice as it should be. It's just really because the ground's baked out and got proper hard. So doing this, just breaking it up, make it plough over nicer, and it would just be easier to work in for the spuds. So yeah, it looks like I'm gonna do this one as well. But it's a good old view, some nice long runs, and yeah, the whipper's playing nicely, and our tyre's still not deflated, so should be alright tonight.
When you're numb to the touch, you cannot chase this ghost away. And this too shall pass, this too shall pass. It won't always be the same. And every single scar that you claim is a stone in the path to this place. And every single choice that you made has led you this way. So lay your head on me, lay your head on me, lay your head on me, lay your head on me. Don't be afraid of love. See it in your eyes, love, and your secret